Does not change my love for her, it does not change the past or the future. Or maybe it will. I'm just trying to understand how it happened so many times why we dated. I mean, I know we fought. But not to that point we were stayed apart at night. We lived together and I always came home, how did I not know? The only time I remember was during our months that we lived in my hometown and we broke up and was apart for a few days here and there, and that was when I thought maybe that was when she did it. Then there was a few weeks or maybe a month while I was in our current town and found us an apartment and was waiting on her to move. And even then I came to my hometown every weekend to work at a local store after I give notice I was quitting and to see her. Hell, I stayed with her. My stuff stayed there at our apartment. I guess that whole month she had plenty time to fuck others and a place to do it while I was in our current town getting us set up to move to a new apartment. I then told her I'm not really hurt. Because we were supposedly fighting or broke up. I lied. Yes, I'm hurting bad inside. Real bad because of the amount of guys and fucking them during our 5 years that was no way all while we were broke up. And I can't shake it or get over it without her talking and explaining things to me so I can get it out of my head and move on to better thoughts. She says she regrets telling or saying anything to me. Do you think the reason for that is because now I'm asking so many questions? Or is it because now I'm thinking about every trip she made out of town, what she did, or now every time she go out of town I'm thinking about in more detail what she is really doing? How did she hide the truth so long and not feel bad? She was not honest for 35 years and obviously had no regret. Why regret being honest to me now? Again, I love her with all my heart. I just need the honest truth. Don't want her try to sugarcoat to save my feeling. They are already hurt about as bad as they can be. Want her to be honest now and try to help me understand and get my mind back into a good place. As I guess I heard her not giving her the attention she needed, so she went looking. Just shocked at how many guys during our dating and the curiosity of how and whom it was is eating at me and driving me insane, so now I'm just incredibly curious who all got her attention. Who won her over enough to fuck? My hometown is small. She said the majority of the 30 plus were from my hometown, maybe up to 50. I knew most everyone, so who did she fuck? Were all these different guys just one night stands? Did she only fuck them one time and moved on? Or were some good enough she had to go back and fuck them again or multiple times? Are they my so-called good friends? If she were to sneak around behind my back and do this now, then yes, it would be super hurtful and horrible pain and probably tough to recover from emotionally and be so much easier to leave her. Wonder now if that's why she pushed so hard to get married at 5 years, because she thought that was the only way she could stop enjoying the chase and excitement of fucking other men? I know she had a bad childhood and issues while early dating. I hate knowing she went through that and feel her pain. But she just can't say she don't remember fucking all these guys now. That's just not something a woman with a brain and memory like her that can remember things so minuscule down to the day. The time and what she wore that day and what the weather was and if it was a full moon or not, face screaming in fear she don't forget things. Period. But now, zero memory. She knows if the roles were reversed and I said I had slept with just one woman. Let alone possible 18 to 20, maybe as high as 40 while we dated over 5 years and during supposedly fights. Or I felt lonely. That her curiosity would be on overload and her mind would be racing. Why? How did I pull it off so many times without her knowing that many times, and for sure who with? Was it her girlfriends? It bothered her for years just knowing I had dated 2 girls prior to her, and she asked many times if I fucked them. I told her no, and from day one I told her I was a virgin, had only kissed and touched the other 2 girls. We both were super jealous of each other's past in the early years. Total opposite of now with all the sexy things we have been playing with the last 2 years. I was being totally honest that she was my first she would not settle with. I did not keep track or remember who they were and just let it go. She would be just like me or worse. Asking who or names. It's been months and it's eating me up not know more about or the truth. Please help me figure out what to do. My hope is to just sit down and get it all out in one sitting and close this horrible ongoing nightmare I keep having. The sheer volume of men she slept with in the 5 years far outseeds the times we supposedly broke up. Most of the bad stuff was in the first 1 to 2 years. After that, I don't remember bad things, especially when we moved to our current hometown. Yet that, according to her, was when she slept with the most on trips away from our current hometown. She said she chased me so hard in the early days to get me, so why was it so easy to sleep with someone else so quick? If she wanted me so bad, I felt lonely for 16 to 17 years during my child's growth years and may have thought about cheating. Never could even come close to doing it, only played it through in my head, and could never have reason enough to follow through. Never once in all my life did I drive down the road and holler to some stranger, "Hey, you wanna fuck?" face screaming. In fear, she say she have not been with anyone since we married. But she hid it so well, dating and living together. How do I know that is the truth? She went on way more trips after married by herself, supposed conferences, work trips for days, more to her dad's, many to my hometown, many trips for supposedly working for one of her jobs. I even confronted her about a dream I had on phone that he was being fucked out of town, and she laughed and said no. She FaceTimed me a few times all dressed up and makeup late at night, saying she been in room a few hours fixing to be going to bed. And she's all dressed, yet she can't make it indoor at home for 2 minutes and clothes off and makeup off. I bet she were going out even then, pleading face. Do you see now why my mind is in overload thinking about all her trips now? That we're out of town for any length of time. I now feel that she were sleeping around. It was just too convenient. She had so many opportunities for her to cheat after marriage. It's just hard to believe that that little piece of paper said you're married would completely changed her mind to not cheat from all the previous times. And now I've been spending hours and hours rolling through my mind every trip I could remember her being out of town for any length of time. Sometimes just for the day to my hometown, or sometimes 3 or 4 days or 5 days out of state on supposed business. And now my mind is just blowing up thinking of what she did with all that time when it was so easy to find one to fuck while away from home. Like I said, there's times that we FaceTime and I asked jokingly to what she was wearing, and it was still late and she was still dressed hot, so you can't blame me for wondering now that she had plenty of time to go out and hook up. So now I wonder if I need to add another 30 to 50 men while we have been married, with all the easier times she has been gone and time to fuck again. I'm sorry about all this. I want to trust her so much and believe this has not happened in our 33 to 34 something years of marriage. But then I know she would have the same thoughts creeping to her head if I told her what she told me if roles were reversed. She would be thinking back of every single time I was out of town or did anything. If I was hooking up at those times, since I did so easy before, I just don't know how to get these thoughts out of my mind. I wonder about our early years of marriage when I was out there working. Was she lonely, and did she go out and sleep with other guys? There was times when my kid was born, and I know she was super busy then and did not have the time to do anything, so I have nothing to worry about since my kid was born. But my mind wanders the years before her when she were lonely, and I know we did not break up any time, but if she were lonely, then that piece of paper meant nothing. So wondering if she were sleeping around in the early 15 years of marriage? That's the question. Could be way more men. Why would that piece of paper make a difference now? There is so much evil going through my head, and it's sad that it overpowers all of the great days and times that we've had over all these years, but the thoughts of what she did those 5 years and maybe even up to late time overpowers everything. I just gotta find a way to get it out of my head. Is it fair for me to ask her for all the names? Why? How many different men? Was it really closer to 50 or more? Did she fuck after we married? But don't want to admit. I feel she did now, and trying to spare my feelings. I replay every trip for years, wonders how many were the days. She has had 33 years to process this, and I just got the news. Do I give her one more chance to come clean on who, why, and where? Do I have that right to know these answers? Sorry for rambling, and the story is all over the place and in no real order. In pecking this out on AI phone, I'm just shocked, hurt, and it's eating me alive.